All units, please respond. We got a 7467. Two idiots spilling the tea about their neighbors.
Welcome to Crazy Rich Neighbors.
The Florida-China smuggling scandal.
There goes the neighborhood.
Hey, scholarly bougie crew and scammer CRN trolls.
Got a question, a comment, a complaint? Want to troll us? Leave us a message. 239-300-7276.
Speaking of which, we just learned what Florida means.
No, Florida.
Florida.
No, there's no F in it. It's just F-O-R-I-D-A-H. Florida.
Oh, anyway, there's a slang for Florida that's based on critics' term meaning Sunshine State stupidity.
Guess that's us, boo.
Yeah,
Well,
baby. Hey.
we love a good troll, so
Yes.
keep 'em coming.
Thanks for the download.
Mhm.
We get paid when you download us.
Yes, we do. So, speaking of, if you'd like to sponsor our show, email us at info@crazyrichneighbors.com. And many thanks to our sponsor, Podcast Junkies in Boca Raton, Florida.
And be sure to check out our full episodes on our YouTube channel at Crazy Rich Neighbors and hit that subscribe button and smash that like button, you guys. It's so easy
So easy.
and free.
And you can
Help your
troll
girls
us. I mean,
out.
yes.
Yes, we can take it,
Oh, yes, we can.
honey.
So, did you know that employees and students at the University of Florida were nabbed in an international drug and biotoxin smuggling scam?
Girl, I read that. I'm like, ooh, yes. Oh my gosh.
What people get themselves into.
It's crazy. So
Oh
this
my
story is
God.
bananas. So I'm glad we're talking about it.
It's juicy AF.
Yeah, it totally is. Totes.
Mhm. And we're naming names.
Yeah, baby.
But first, hey, Benjimon.
Hey, Benji.
What's up, my ladies?
Hey.
How we doing?
We're
Doing
good.
great.
Another good Friday. Another great time to see you
Love
guys.
you.
We just slept here. We're the same fit.
I know.
That's all right. It's all good. But how was your week? Everything go well?
It's all right.
Ish.
It's going. As long as it's going, baby.
We're here, baby.
Yes,
We're here.
queen.
We
We're
made it to
here.
the weekend,
Yes,
so
we
It's
that's
a
it.
freaking
did.
weekend, baby.
We did. We're pushing hard, honey.
Always
right?
love seeing you guys.
We are.
We
That's what
love
I'm talking.
seeing you and each other and our
Yes.
bougie crew.
Absolutely. This is our special happy hour hangout.
Tis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So we both love conspiracy theories.
Yes.
And this is a good
Uh-oh.
one that I saw on X recently, posted by Dom Luker, excuse me. He says, Tokyo Toni, mother of Rob Kardashian's baby mama,
Oh.
Black China, is accusing Beyonce of being a demonic devil worshiper and claims that
Oh, yeah.
Beyonce went to Jeffrey Epstein's island to pick children for Beyonce to hurt.
Oh my God. I mean, she's savage, by the way. Okay. She used to be a rapper back in the day. She knows a lot of stuff.
Wait, Tokyo Toni, you're talking.
Tokyo Toni. And she knows a lot of stuff, and like how she's still allowed without being sued for defamation is like beyond me. These people have so much money. I think she has receipts. Okay. Her and another one named Jaguar Wright, where she started talking about Diddy and Jay-Z and saying Jay-Z's worse than Diddy, but he just knows how to hide it. But they're not
Jesus.
sued. So
Well, that's a big tell
how?
when they're not sued for
How?
defamation.
You know how controlled these
slander.
brands are,
Right.
right?
Right.
You have money out the wazoo, billions,
Oof.
to protect your brand, and you don't sue? If Meghan and Harry do it,
Do you think Tokyo Toni is credible?
listen, I mean, we don't know. Like, Hollywood is weird.
Oh,
Can we all agree that Hollywood is
yes,
weird?
queen.
And there's a hierarchy. There are people controlling it. I
Yep.
don't know what's going on, but like, I don't understand why so many celebrities, and a lot of them, especially in the hip hop space, start out being normal and then they're just repping Satan.
Yep.
Why are they like Lil Nas X? who came out gay, whatever. He was like Old Town Road with and looking. Everybody loved that song. It was awesome. And then the next thing you know, then he's like in a Satan suit, like.
Well, same with Sam Smith.
Yeah, Sam Smith too.
Or not that he was a rapper, but he went from being like a normal vocalist to all this freaking weird
like,
devil-ish.
Why? It's
I
like
don't
why?
Know. Well,
like Lil Nas X was literally lap dancing the devil.
Oof.
Like why court that?
I mean,
Doja Cat, and I know it's maybe for attention, maybe it's buzz. People start talking about them. But why go down this? I don't know. Sam Smith got super weird too.
Yes.
Like you said, a lot of them. All right, it's not like they're rock and roll with like.
Why is Drake wearing dresses?
Biting off a head of a bat back in the day, right?
I mean, that was some. You got some big cojones to do
but
that.
But that
brother.
was also. But you know what? That was also.
Oh yes,
at the back in the day seemed as something very demonic
100.
and whatnot. I mean, he's old now and decrepit and seems pretty harmless. But back in the day, he seemed like a raging demon, right? So it's not. I'm not just knocking hip hop, but it's what.
No, I mean Sam Smith isn't hip hop.
Yeah, but I mean you see it across the board, and people with these little eye signs, and Gaga does it. Like she literally
does it.
Gaga had some show recently where she was on stage and she said something that was very some antichrist stuff, and literally something fell on her head the minute she said that and knocked her little booty right down to the ground.
Take that.
Okay. Yeah,
well,
so I don't know. No, so I don't know. There are rituals. There are. You remember Eyes Wide Shut with Nicole Kidman and
he's
Tom
a weird
Cruise?
dude.
But they said like a lot of people expose Hollywood and say like they get invited to these parties and there are rituals, there are things happening that they can't speak about. Like people are like wanting their souls back from the devil. Like,
well, former child actor Ricky Schroeder, who was on like what was it?
I still love him back in the day. So cute.
So he came out like a year or two ago and said that when he was still a young teen, he was like in his teenage years. He was invited to a party in Malibu and he saw like people like sacrificing people and like cutting them open and shit. And he was like, he went cuckoo from witnessing that.
Yeah, and they allege, like, J-Lo allege that she practices Santeria. That's what, like, and Beyonce, too, is a siren, they said.
What's
like,
Santeria?
Santeria is some type of, like, I don't know, Latin, like, religion, but it's, like, a little bit of a voodoo mix with religion.
And J-Lo says she does this?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
Alleged.
Oh.
This is what the...
Who alleged?
Just people who've worked with them and report, you know what I mean? Like it's it's just been out on the gossip sites. It's not us, you guys, so don't shut us down. We didn't say it. Google it. It's out there. And they said like, you know, allegedly that Beyonce is like a high witch. Also, they say that about Taylor Swift, who does at her concerts what looks like, you know, a witch's spell with like all these people dressed in their cloaks and everybody like holding these balls, and they said like she's a witch. They said she's a witch. That's what the gossip sites are saying. So
damn.
Yeah, but who knows? You know what I mean? It's like I'm just trying to keep my mind sane and here on the earth. There's a lot going on at the different levels and energetically and whatever. But what sense does it make sense? What sense does it make to go down this path and get too deep in it and send yourself into like spiritual psychosis?
Well, I don't want nothing to do with Satan, honey.
No, but there's spiritual psychosis is a thing.
It is, absolutely.
Okay.
Oh,
so
yes,
you
absolutely.
could go, whether it's whatever you believe, you can take it to extreme. And there is stuff happening. There are dimensions. There are there is spiritual warfare. There are.
For sure.
These things exist.
Yes, queen.
Ghosts and energies and whatnot. But dude, if you go down that path and you can't get out of that hole, that's why.
Protect your energy, bougie crew.
Yes.
Do what you want, trolls.
Yes.
We don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally.
Ooh, scary.
Yes.
So, what pairs better with a Chinese drug smuggling ring than a green dragon cocktail? This recipe is courtesy of Mixer.com.
Yum.
Take it away, boo.
So, the Green Dragon cocktail is a captivating drink that combines fresh flavors of mint, juniper, caraway, and fennel. And you just add 2 ounces of any type of gin, your fave gin, 0.5 ounces of creme de menthe, and 1/4 of an ounce of Kummel caraway liqueur, any type of caraway liqueur. I don't exactly know what that is.
Caraway is a seed.
It is a seed and has a very strong, potent
It does. I never
taste.
knew that there was a liqueur.
I know. 1/4 of an ounce of lemon juice and a few dashes of peach bitters, 1/4 of an ounce of chilled water. You pour that into a cocktail shaker with ice. You shake, shake, shake until it's frosty and fine strain into a chilled glass and serve. You could also substitute this Kummel liqueur for aquavit, whatever that is.
It's a Swedish kind of infused liquor.
Okay, which also has a caraway forward flavor.
Yum. Cheers.
Cheers, babes.
All right, now on to this Trey juicy story. I mean, it's amazing what people get up to make a buck.
Yes.
I mean, this is pretty involved.
I don't know why people come here and then do crime. Like, aren't they afraid of being deported? Like,
Well, if you're coming from China,
I don't know. But, lots of probably China, people from China who, like,
okay, China's a communist country. You have way more freedom here to do bad things.
Yes.
So that's probably why.
But, like, why would you come to the land of opportunity to do foolishness?
Don't get me started.
Oh, my God.
So a University of Florida research employee and students have been implicated in an illegal multi-million-dollar scheme that saw samples of dangerous drugs and toxins illicitly shipped to China over a 7-year period.
7 years?
According to our favorite rag, dailymail.co.uk.
Oh, my God. Thank God for our rags, They just have all the scoops.
From rags to bitches.
Okay, yes, baby. This scheme, investigated by the Justice Department, finally saw thousands of biochemical samples bought illegally, which were then delivered to a campus laboratory before being shipped overseas, according to the federal court documents.
Among the students tied to the scheme was the president of UF's Chinese Students and Scholars Association, Nongong Letitia Zhang. The group openly protested a Florida law signed by Governor Ron DeSantis last year that limits universities from recruiting students and faculty from China and bans employing such students from working in academic labs without special permission.
Okay, he gets a lot of heat, but now we know why.
Don't mind it. I'm not mad at it.
Zhang, who confirmed that a federal prosecutor notified her last year in writing she was the target of a grand jury investigation. And the Justice Department was preparing to seek criminal charges against her. She says she's been assigned a federal public defender, Ryan McGuire of Tampa, and noted how government agencies have been threatening to imprison or deport her.
Well, Boo, you did break the law.
Yes.
So there is that.
Try this ish in China, Boo.
Correct, Amundo.
Okay.
And let me just say, after having just served jury duty last year and witnessing a public defender, she's verjoked.
Oh, are they like that?
Oh, girl.
Do they make zero effort?
Oh, boo-boo.
Do you think they want to get them convicted?
I don't think they want to get them convicted. It's a very low-paying job, and it's like at least the man I observed, he could barely put a sentence together, Mia.
What?
I don't know how this man passed law school.
What?
He was terrible.
Are you serious?
Oh, my God.
So they put zero effort.
Zero.
Oof.
None.
Oh.
So she's verjoked.
Uh-oh.
So it's not clear if the UF research employee or other students identified in court records as co-conspirators have been charged or arrested yet. The UF employee worked in the stockroom of one of the university's research labs, according to prosecutors. The material smuggled to China included what the government described as purified, non-contagious proteins of the cholera toxin.
Oh my gosh.
And the pertussis toxin, which causes whooping cough.
Oh my God. And are they going to spread that on their own people? Or they're going to infuse that with bugs that pee on us? You see all these cicadas and now like the flying
They're doing
spiders?
those. No, Bill Gates is doing those mosquitoes that will vaccinate people through bug bites.
What?
Yes, Queen.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Is it, really? This
Yes.
is. Do we have to slap alleged or is it
No, I mean,
alleged?
I read it in what seemed to be
Whoa.
yeah.
But it's like all these bugs that are taking over America, like the cicadas. Have you seen this?
No.
They're like in the millions in Tennessee and places like it's like something out of the biblical times. And they said like headed to somewhere in America, I can't remember where. They have spiders that fly that they've tried that when they freeze them, they don't die.
Jesus,
And
it's
they're
like the
big-
iguanas.
And they're as big as your hands. Like they have like a little
We're
body.
not living in Australia,
and then the
y'all.
legs are this
If I
as
wanted
big as my hand.
if I wanted that, I'd move to Australia.
Child, those things in Australia look like something out of a sci-fi movie.
An Australian in danger goes, oh no.
Anyway, y'all.
So cholera is a generally non-fatal intestinal infection, but it causes severe dehydration. Now, if it causes weight loss, I'm in.
Oh my God. No. Would you ingest a tapeworm?
Maybe.
Apparently, that's what the models do. It's just like you eat the food and then the tapeworm eats
Well,
it.
one of the models I worked with, there was a rumor that
She did
because
that?
she got fat for a while. She was dating a famous magician.
Oop.
And she was living the good life, and she got a little chunky,
Oh.
and then she got skinny. But instead of saying like she's probably on coke or maybe she devoted herself to a healthy lifestyle, I don't know where the rumor came from.
What?
People were saying she ate it.
Yes, but a lot of people do that like it's a secret.
Look, boo boo, I considered it at one point.
Oh my God.
I didn't.
can't.
I didn't.
Ew. Anyway, child, back to our story. They probably taste bad. You can't cook it. I think you have to eat it raw and swallow it whole.
So you put in some sushi.
or put it in some oil and then swallow it. Is probably what they do.
Well,
you can't chew it. You can't put it in sushi.
Listen, when you normally get a tapeworm, you ingest it through food.
So
and
you think you
don't
can chomp it up?
boo boo. It's like tiny. You don't know you're eating it when you eat it.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a worm.
But it'd probably be more effective if you just swallow it whole. No, not that we're doing this.
Well, yeah, chewing I would think is
You would
detrimental.
chop it up.
But it's that small when you eat it that it's in food.
Like
It's
how they have it in the salmon, like raw, and they've like shown it like moving
Yeah,
around. It's like a
or,
very
like,
thin hair,
in
like
certain meats that you could have it, or fishes, or sushi. Yeah.
Okay, but I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying. You probably, if you did want to ingest it, you probably have to gulp it whole if you want it to be more effective,
Or like,
and not kill it.
It's that small though that you could probably just like do a shot of tequila with it in it, and just.
You guys, we are not giving
If
anybody
you
ideas.
have ingested a tapeworm, drop us an email at
We wanna
info@crazyrichneighbors.com.
We want to know, and we're not endorsing this eating disorder things, but we'll be
what you
curious
want.
to know. We'll be curious to know what happens. Anyway, y'all, back to our story. Whooping cough is highly contagious bacterial infection that can lead to violent coughing, vomiting, and even respiratory distress, but it is preventable with a vaccine.
Exactly how much vomiting?
Oh my God.
Skinny. Asking for a friend.
Oh my God, child, we don't want no more vaccines.
No.
Okay, I'm not doing another one. I
No.
don't care what comes.
I'm
Take
not
me
either.
to Jesus. I'm done.
probably
I
gonna put
regret
us
the
in-
COVID
They're
vaccine.
probably putting us in a gulag if we don't get the next vaccine, but I ain't taking it either.
But did you hear like that they're not like certain countries don't even accept blood from people who had the vaccine?
Well, the World Health Organization, from what I read yesterday, allegedly has empowered 140 some countries to arrest people who don't take the next vaccine.
Oh no, man.
It's shit's getting weird
They
here.
put our backs against the wall with that, and I couldn't work because for my job I needed to travel. Like I couldn't. They
Well-
the handicap. I know people who resisted and didn't do it.
Yeah,
Okay, I do know people, and good on them.
I know.
You know?
Hindsight being 2020. I
One-
wish I never did it.
One was our favorite resident personal trainer who was like, "Listen, I want to have kids one day. I don't want to do this," and he didn't do it. You know what
Well,
I'm talking about?
I do. Before I got the whooping cough vaccine years and years ago when Darren and Nellie had their baby because I wanted to be around the baby.
Mm-hmm.
But that was before I became vaccine apprehensive.
Mm-hmm.
But that was like that vaccine had been on the market for a long time. So
Yeah.
but
But there are a
yeah.
lot of vaccines now, like you see it documented where, they have the, like, I'm not saying it's Gardasil, but like vaccines that you take as you get like in your teen years that a lot of schools are requiring that you take it to even get into university. You will be blocked. You cannot get in, right? And they've just gone from healthy, thriving kids to like, I don't know if it's something just in the body, everybody's different, right?
That's correct.
Everybody's microbiome's different. Everybody's
ma'am.
biology and DNA is different. So everybody reacts differently, but it's totally turning the kids into like invalids.
Jesus.
Unbelievable.
Well, we're keeping it light here.
I know. And we're not anti-vaxxers. I don't, it's not like we're anti-vaxxers. I just don't want any more. I've had enough. And I've come a third world country. And like, if you see my vaccines, they look a lot more ominous. And
I don't want any more, boo-boo.
I'm done.
I'm done too, Chad. I didn't even get a flu shot this year.
No, I don't want that. I never got that.
So after the break, what other illegal materials were smuggled to China?
Welcome back to Crazy Rich Neighbors. Other materials smuggled to China in this scheme included small amounts of highly purified drugs known as analytical samples of fentanyl, morphine, MDMA, cocaine, ketamine, codeine, methamphetamine, amphetamine, whatever, all these things I can't even pronounce. All the enes, methadone, the court record showed.
Such small samples would generally be used for calibrating scientific or medical devices. The substances cannot be legally exported to China, Zhang. So this is why your ass is in trouble, allegedly.
Okay.
But look, we're just getting them back for all that fentanyl they're sending over here. So.
I know.
Touché.
God. So prosecutors described one student involved in a Chinese citizen majoring in marketing, in the business college last year, who agreed to change her UF email signature to falsely represent that she was a biomedical engineering student to purchase items without raising suspicions, according to the record showed.
There should be even a higher bar than just my email says I'm a bioengineering student. That's enough. Like,
honestly,
get a college transcript or something.
But you guys, in like regular jobs, like you cannot change your email signature. Like that has to go through admin.
Yeah.
So surely these kids who are coming from all over the world, no kid should be able to change anything.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
It should be locked in.
Loaded, honey.
Yes.
Yeah.
Approvals.
So one line across hundreds of pages of court documents in the case cited an excerpt from an email that her first name was Letitia. Her last name was Zhang, the senior marketing major in the business school. She's also the president of the Chinese Students and Scholars Group, which describes itself as officially approved by the Chinese embassy.
Oh, wow. Zhang was enrolled as recently as the spring semester that just ended, university records showed. So Fresh Take Florida, a new service of the University of Florida College of Journalism and Communications, identified Leticia, quote unquote, as Zhang using biographical cues in university records shared by none other than 58,441 UF students enrolled last year.
Zhang, who said she lived most of her life in China, said she was deceived and victimized by the scheme's organizers, who said she solicited help finding paid interns from the Chinese student organization. Foreign students on educational visas are limited in how or whether they can work for pay.
This case seems to be really big, she said. What I was doing was like a little work, and I didn't get paid that much. Zhang said, in hindsight, she noticed red flags such as a lack of paperwork or consistent payments for the administrative work she did.
Hold the phone. The fact that they asked her to change her email signature.
She knew.
Exactly.
Come on,
boo.
dude. Just like the people who get caught, like when they're in the airport and they have drugs up the hoo-ha.
Exactly.
Okay?
How'd that end up in my rectum?
They drugged me and stuffed it in.
Right.
Victim.
Zhang said she wasn't familiar with the substances that she was directed to order. The man described as the scheme's ringleader who has pleaded guilty in the case reassured her, and she didn't realize she was in trouble until the Justice Department contacted her, she said.
Zhang said she hopes to be allowed to finish her degree and
In
said
jail.
And said she doesn't in China. All right, she'll probably be like promoted to the high ranks of the
Yeah,
military in China,
exactly.
right? For a job well done for
Yes,
trying.
queen.
Said she doesn't understand how the university didn't have policies in place to protect her.
Please.
Like, blame the university, boo-boo? Come on.
Yes.
I do need help, honestly, she said, adding, I would like to see if there's anything that can help me not get charged and to get out of this whole mess. Ciao, bye, Felicia.
Exactly.
Go back to China.
Toodaloo. Earlier this year, Zhang's organization issued a statement calling Florida's new law restricting Chinese students in university labs as nationally based discrimination and said it violates the principles of academic freedom and openness and impedes international exchanges. Look, China's been very clear that we're enemy number one.
Absolutely.
So it's about time we take the blinders off and realize what we're dealing with here.
Exactly. Like, wake up, people. The scheme's organizers also paid UF students other than Zhang to allow the use of their UF email addresses to order substances, the prosecutor said. Organizers paid UF research employee and with Home Depot gift cards worth hundreds of dollars and paid for trips and loans, the court documents and records show.
Why Home Depot? Can't you just get like a Visa gift card? Like, how
I
many circular
know.
saws are college kids gonna buy?
I know,
That's
boo.
ridiculous.
Like Home Depot.
Home Depot?
Like, we own our homes, and child, I don't buy nothing from Home Depot.
I mean, I'm at Home Depot a lot, but
Yes, but you buy in.
boo-boo, like, these are college kids. What are they gonna do at home?
I know. That's true. Like, stuff for the garden and...
I mean, they have cleaners, but like, what are that's weird.
That is weird. What are they buying?
Exactly.
But I guess maybe that
Or
was
like
the least
fertilizer to blow shit up
or
with.
even like an Amazon card or whatever.
Exactly.
Like, I wouldn't get paid in Home Depot gift
What is it about
cards.
home? No way.
It's so weird.
That's the worst part
And
of
they
this whole-
fell for that unless they like bought stuff and then resold it. I don't know. Who knows?
So many questions.
So many indeed. Idiots. Good for their asses.
Prosecutors said organizers also used the email addresses of two UF researchers who'd already
Wow.
left the university by 2015. They were described not to be co-conspirators. The university said in a statement that it has been cooperating with the Justice Department for weeks, but declined to answer directly whether anyone has been fired or kicked out of the school.
Wow. The scheme ran from July 2006 to May 2023, the government said. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Former Republican Senator Ben Sasse, a leading China hawk on Capitol Hill, who once described the threat from Beijing as the identified national security challenge of our age, took over as the university's president in 2023. And how did he miss this?
I didn't know that.
That's crazy.
The plot was sure to supercharge the raging policy debate over countering China's accession as a global power and curtailing its influence. Well, that horse has left the barn, y'all.
Oh.
Florida's already banned TikTok from universities and colleges and prohibited citizens of China and from other countries from owning homes or purchasing property.
I mean, unless you can police them, like, and really, like, dig deep. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's not constitution. Even though, well, there would be U.S. citizens, but, like, you can't search somebody's property without a warrant, and you have
Right.
to have just cause to get a warrant in the first place, which
Yes.
ideally is how that should operate according to our Constitution.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
So the man who prosecutors identified as the scheme's ringleader, Pen Ben Yu, 51, of Gibsonton, Florida, near Tampa, has already pleaded guilty in federal court to conspiracy to commit wire fraud and faces up to 20 years in prison and a $1 million fine when he's sentenced on August 2nd.
You provided Zhang, the UF student, with a credit card to place dozens of fraudulent orders last year, according to the Justice Department. At Yu's direction, she wrote to the biomedical company that she was working in collaboration with other researchers in biotechnology, and she wanted a good price because she was going to be buying this stuff routinely, court record showed.
Oh my gosh.
I love that Zhang likes to haggle.
Nothing good was coming from this.
No,
and even if they
queen.
abuse their own people, good, you know what I mean?
They
It's
kill them and abuse
terrible,
them.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So after, I know they wouldn't, actually, they have the right to do away with their citizens, to do what they choose.
They've killed millions of their own
So
citizens.
they don't need to do biochemical warfare on their citizens. They treat them as they please. So this was
They disappear
probably
people
for the West.
and all sorts of shit.
Exactly. So after the biomedical orders arrived at UF, the research employee would bring them or otherwise provide them to you who shipped them to China, prosecutor said. The UF researcher in charge of the lab, which included the stockroom where the supplies were delivered, was not described as a co-conspirator in the legal findings. That's strange.
Right? I know. This gets weird. Quote, Ben, I believe I have 35 or 36 boxes for you today, unquote, the UF research employee wrote in 2016. Not to be confused with our own Ben. Mm-hmm. You paid for the employee's gasoline and paid him $10 for every hour he drove to meet him. I will pump the gas for you at the place where we meet, he told the research employee, prosecutor said. You disguise shipments to China as legal diluting agents, court record shows. I mean, on top of being a criminal, he's cheap and tacky.
Yes! Unbelievable. It wasn't clear who Yu was working for in China. In intercepted messages, the government said he referred to his superior only as his boss. A sales executive for Massachusetts-based Sigma Aldrich Inc., which sold the samples, also has pleaded guilty. What? They went across the chain. Sorry. Also pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit wire fraud. So they got them all along.
It's interesting that the supplier pleaded guilty.
Wow.
Oof.
They must have so much dirt, right?
Child. Gregory Munoz of Mineola, Florida, just west of Orlando, is set to be sentenced in July, on the 23rd to be specific. Munoz sold products from the company to several universities in Florida, including U of F, court records said. You emailed Munoz in 2020 and said his employer needed 10 boxes of cholera toxin, which he acknowledged was a substance heavily regulated by the U.S. government.
Oh my God! They probably put them in these cicadas or these spiders and then
or
ship
Bill
them back off.
Bill Gates' genetically modified mosquitoes, which he has dropped over Florida and Texas.
Oh my God! Lord have
I
mercy.
see you, Bill Gates.
I know. I'm so not a Bill Gates fan. But you see, Melinda wants nothing to do with that foundation, right?
Yeah, because she knows someday he's going down.
I know. Nefarious. Okay? I'm sorry. I know we're trying to remain...
killed over this
I know we're
episode.
trying to remain on the ground and not fall into this conspiracy because nothing we can do about it. Right? I mean...
Nope.
Right?
Queen. Except not fall for this shit.
Exactly. So this is the cholera toxin. Munoz or whatever replied. Munoz replied. Remember, we had issues in the past, and they required a lot of documentation signed by the university.
I would hope so for cholera.
Yes, hello. Munoz discovered in December 2022 that his employer was investigating him and warned you, who continued to place hundreds of new orders to ship to China in 2023, court record said. Wow, I'm really screwed now, Munoz wrote, anti-bribery and anti-kickback.
Woof! Last year in February, you emailed Munoz and said, do you still need Letitia to send you this order?
Uh-oh.
A third person.
Miss Innocent.
Jonathan Rock Thing, 47, who lived at the same address as you in Gibserton, agreed to plead guilty to conspiracy to commit federal crime and faces up to 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
That's it?
I know, right?
That seems light.
Seems
right?
cheap.
Because when you
does.
think about what could happen,
He could
right?
have killed hundreds of thousands of millions of people.
Exactly. And once they figure out the chemical breakdown of it, they can reproduce it, you know? And probably make it even more.
They could just order samples from this company in Massachusetts.
Oh my gosh. Prosecutors said, Thing ordered some of the biomedical
Well, that's his name.
Child, I'm better with these French words. I don't know. Oh, that's true. The Y is an I. Thing. Yes. Some of the biomedical substances and shipped some of the packages to China. He was expected to formally enter his plea on June 18th. Thing and his lawyer, Bjorn Eric Brunvant of Clearwater, Florida, also did not immediately return a phone call message left by Fresh Take Florida.
Prosecutors said U.S. Customs and Border Patrol seized a shipment in April of 2023 that Thing sent from Tampa to China containing biomedical items ordered by the UF marketing students and others. Crazy. The Justice Department said the orders placed through UF qualified for significant discounts. Prosecutors said the scheme's organizers paid $4.9 million for $13.7 million worth of supplies.
OMG.
And included free items and free overnight shipping. It's like the sheen of biotoxins, boo-boo.
Wow.
Shizaballs.
That's a lot.
They got a huge discount.
They sure did, but look at that $13.7 million worth of biomedical supplies. You know, the damage is done.
Oh, yes, queen.
God damn.
And free overnight shipping? What the heck?
What?
Damn. It's like the Amazon of Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this is scary. Prosecutors said in court records that they would recommend leniencies for you, Menunez, and Thing because they promised to cooperate with investigators and accepted responsibility for their crimes. No, send them back where they came from.
Yes!
Okay, send them back.
Toodaloo!
Why? Like what? It's just, I don't like all leniency. Prosecutors said that all are American citizens.
Oh, okay, so we can't send them anywhere.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Send them to jail,
They're
then.
Americans, like, doing this against their own countrymen? Like, this is even worse. Send them to jail.
Traitors.
Yes.
Well, the punishment for being a traitor is death.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
the law.
All right. So the Justice Department asked the judge to order you and Menunez each to forfeit $100,000, which said was how much you and Menunez earned over the years.
Can I just say something?
God,
Okay, so
don't do your country in, people.
but wait, they paid $4.9 million for $13.7 million worth of supplies, but they only made $100,000 over the course of years. Like,
They're idiots.
they're stupid.
Yeah.
They really didn't make much money.
Dumb college students, most of them, probably working like
No, but these
low level.
But you and Muniz are in their 40s. They're not.
Yeah, but they were
college-
working at like.
No wonder they were paying $10 an hour
Yeah,
for driving. and
exactly.
This is low rent, child.
Yes.
The scheme unraveled when the company known as Millipore Sigma, a subsidiary of Merck of Darmstadt, Germany, discovered the ruse involving the UF students and reported its involvement to the U.S. government.
Oh, wow.
Under new Justice Department rules, such companies that self-report violations and cooperate can escape prosecution.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know about that.
Really? That seems like too lenient.
I think it should be on a case-by-case basis. And this
Yes.
case was no flippin' bueno. It's one thing if you're sending the
No.
samples to Bermuda, but a different thing if you're sending it to China.
I know. And then why would you send these samples? Like, they're not even legal. Like, I don't understand. It's so weird.
Correct.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Yes, queen.
So, because of Millipore Sigma's timely disclosure and exceptional cooperation, a rogue company insider and his accomplice pled guilty to fraudulently diverting millions of dollars worth of biochemicals to China, and the company will not be prosecuted, said Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco in D.C.
As national security and corporate crime increasingly intersect, companies that step up and own up under the department's voluntary self-disclosure programs can help themselves and our nation, according to Lisa Monaco.
Lord
Have mercy.
I don't know.
Ciao.
It just seems too lenient, boo.
Shout out to
Too
the Lao
lenient.
Beijing in China. We got you, babies.
Yes, honey. You go, boo, because
Oh,
my
okay,
thing is not
queen.
loading.
Oh, okay. Well, I have
A glitch.
I have samples here. My Bougie Bible picks this week
Ooh.
are Maybelline's Sun Kisser Blush, which delivers glowy sun-kissed cheeks that last and no vacation needed. It's ultra blendable and buildable formulas that melt into your skin. You get like a glowy color with a little bit of sheen up to 12-hour wear. You can build it. 10 different blush and bronzer colors. You can mix and match. I love these. You can also use them on anywhere. Like you can use them as lip glosses in addition to blush. You can put them on your eyes. I love these. I can't actually find them in our Walgreens, so I had to order them on Amazon, but they are gorgeous, and I love them very much.
I
So-
love the shimmer.
Oh
I
my
love
God,
the
it's beautiful. I think that shade would look great
Oh
on
my God,
you.
that's so pretty and
I'm
creamy.
wearing this one, but then I did.
Oh, but I
put-
love that on you. That's so
Thank you.
pretty.
I love
Yeah,
these.
this one might work on my
Keep
skin.
it. Keep it.
No, boo.
I love
I don't
you.
want to take it. Are
No.
you sure?
Yes, my
Aw,
gift to you.
Thank you,
Love
boo
you.
boo.
Yep.
Love it.
Enjoy.
I like new things. I'll try it now. Oh,
Put it on your cheeks or something.
Mm.
Oh yes.
Oh, shimmer glimmer. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. Thank you, boo boo.
You're welcome, darling.
Oh, I love this.
Good.
So my pick this week is the Goli Nutrition apple cider vinegar gummies. Okay, it's vegan, it's GMO-free, gluten-free, gelatin-free,
Oh.
and each bottle contains about 60 vitamins. It's made in the good old US of A, locally and globally sourced ingredients. And they have B12 to help support cellular energy production, immune function, heart health, and healthy nutrient metabolism, and good for the nervous system. And actually, they taste good. If you want something like sweet, you had one.
I had
earlier.
one. Yeah, it was good.
Benny had one, and
I do feel like I have a little more pep after the B12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. I think it's great in the morning.
Anytime. If your
and-
ass is dragging in the afternoon, as mine was.
Yes, and mine too. And apple cider vinegar is really good for digestion and gut health,
Yes.
as well as it controls the appetite.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sweet man at that.
there are almost like 339,000
Holy shit balls.
reviews, and just last month 40,000 people bought this. So
That's crazy.
like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes when you go on Amazon, it's kind of sketch because people can get free product,
Yeah.
or they get paid to do reviews. 40 people, that means people are coming back.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a very good point.
Yeah, people are coming back. The reviews are amazing. So
I'm going to get some of that.
yeah, so it's good to like chomp down if you want something sweet, takes the edge off, and hey, with the benefits.
Like I said, I really do feel like I had a pick-me-up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Me too. And I was feeling really dragged down too, which is why I thought, okay, what am I gonna do for my Bougie Bible? And I'm like, okay, let me pop some of these.
Yeah.
I need this.
I'm tired. Like I said, out to 1 o'clock in the morning
Yes,
on
you
Wednesday
go,
with Harley
girl.
Quinn.
Happy belated birthday,
still got
Harley
it.
Quinn. You
Happy
do.
belated Harley Quinn. We
Yes,
love
girl.
you.
We can still turn up. You know it.
Yes, Queen.
Yes.
You got something, Benny?
I was just gonna say it's not the alcohol that's giving you the extra little pep in the step.
Yeah, alcohol kind of slows you down a little bit.
Well, you know, it winds me
It's an
up.
energy. It's an energy
Here's
thing.
the thing. If I have alcohol in the day, I need to sleep.
You
if
are
I have
not
it
a,
at night,
you don't love day drinking.
I don't love day drinking.
No, see, I don't mind day drinking because I don't mind being like in
If we're
bed
on
by,
a girls'
like, 8.
trip,
Yes.
happy to day drink.
Yes.
Because then that rolls into night drinking.
Yes.
But for the most part,
That's it. It's day drinking and done.
Yeah.
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 I feel that. I agree with that. Yeah.
Well, now that that's settled,
Honey, that's all we got.
give this gift of crazy and share this ish with a friend.
Follow us on your favorite podcast platform to never miss an episode.
We're on the gram at Crazy Rich Neighbors and Facebook at CRN Podcast.
Email us some love. I don't know, a little financial donation.
Suggestions.
Suggestions, keep our little train going.
We love being trolled, so.
Hey, yes.
Florida.
Yes. You guys can email us anything. Love, hate, whatever.
take it.
Just not any biochemical toxins.
Yes,
okay? At
please.
info at Crazy Rich Neighbors.
And remember, if you have to ask who your crazy neighbor is, it's probably you.
Yeah, it's us.
And
It's
you,
us.
and you, and
Oh,
you.
yeah, we love you, Bougie Crew. Thanks for listening. We love you guys.
Be good.
Bye.
Bye.